is the KFOX 14 Morning News.
It is 6:59. Good morning to you. I'm John Purvis.
And I'm Genevieve Curtis. Thank you for starting your day with us on this Friday morning. It is a bit of a somber Friday morning, and we're going to take a live look right now at Ground Zero in New York City, where families, survivors, and first responders are gathering to commemorate this September 11th. There will be moments of pause throughout the day today, and families will read the names of those who died not only in the 9/11 attacks in 2001, but also the 1993 attack on the World Trade Centers. And this morning, John and I are wearing ribbons in commemoration of those that lost their lives, the first responders that died on 9/11. This morning, we're going to check in with meteorologist Brad Montgomery for a look at our weather.
Yeah, weather-wise for today, folks, a little bit warmer than yesterday. The cool front kind of eroding or mixing out, if you will. 69 complete emergency care. The radar is nice and quiet for us. Conditions out at the airport ahead of a hotter day for today. 71 right now at the airport here in El Paso. For you in Las Cruces, current temperature a little cooler at 64 degrees. Now your forecast for today, 20% chance of storms out of the 80s back to the lower to mid 90s. About 93 degrees for us here in El Paso. 91 for you in Las Cruces also. About a 20% chance of a storm, becoming breezy to windy later on this evening as an overnight front starts to move through. Once that happens, we'll see slightly cooler temperatures on the other side of that for your Saturday. More on those details coming up. Selena.
Thanks, Brad. Time to help you beat the traffic this morning. Roadways here in El Paso looking good accident-wise. We don't have any accidents to update you on, and we haven't all morning long. Let's keep it that way. Be safe as you head out the door. Taking a look here, though, downtown West El Paso. I-10 looking good, but a lot of slowdown there on the border highway if you are headed eastbound. So just a heads up, give yourself a little bit more time to get through that area of the border highway this morning if you are traveling eastbound. Now we'll be bringing you traffic updates with weather, always together, every 10 minutes. Guys?
Selena, thank you. Coming up on 7:01 this morning, new from overnight, a man gets trapped in waters right along the border. It happened near the intersection of Delta Drive and San Marcel Street in south central El Paso. Dispatch tells us the call came in around 1:40 in the morning. About half an hour later, the man was successfully pulled to safety, and the man was taken to University Medical Center with minor injuries.
Happening now. With today marking the 14th anniversary of the September 11th terror attacks, this serves as a day to remember how much our country has changed since that tragic day.
KFOX 14 Morning News reporter Marcel Clark is live at the New Mexico State University campus in Las Cruces to show us how one group of students plans to commemorate this anniversary and honor the thousands of victims who died that day.
Here at NMSU, every cannon blast will present each time a plane would hit that Tuesday morning. NMSU members have been preparing all morning to show respect to 9/11 victims. New Mexico State University's Air Force and Army ROTC invites the community this morning to come together to remember. About 3,000 people were killed during the attacks in New York City and Washington, D.C. This includes about 400 firefighters and police members. The event started with a silent run, which will be followed by a memorial service and flag ceremony. Cannons will be fired to represent each plane that crashed on that day in New York City, Pennsylvania, and outside of Washington, D.C. A memory so vivid to many, still fresh in people's minds.
It was actually my freshman year back in high school. It was about 8:30, class had started. And as soon as, the news and everything broke out, just all I can remember just being in pure shock.
I even saw actual live footages of one of those planes actually hitting the World Trade Center. Coming home and feeling nostalgic and very, very scared about what was happening.
That was the second cannon. This will represent the United Airlines Flight 175, which was the second crash into the other twin tower at the World Trade Center. It has been pretty quiet all morning, mostly to show respect and honor all the victims. Earlier, they did a silent run and a flag ceremony just happened. The next blast will take place at 7:37 a.m. for the third flight that was hijacked. Reporting live in Las Cruces, Marcel Clark, the KFOX 14 Morning News.
UTEP will also continue its tradition of paying homage to the lives lost on September 11, 2001. Students will place flags in memory of each of the nearly 3,000 people who died that day on the lawn of the UTEP Library. Everyone is welcome to join in this ceremony.